How's everybody doing today? This is LawfullWan with another Yu-Gi-Oh video, and this is my Shadoll deck. For those of you who don't know how the Shadolls work, their whole thing is based on flip effects and being sent to the graveyard by a card effect. And from those two things, they can get a lot of broken plays off. Pretty much, they plus all the time. And without further ado, I'm just gonna get straight into it. So the first card we're gonna get into is Triple Dragon. When it's flipped face up, you can target one card your opponent controls and put it back in their hand. If it's sent to the graveyard by a card effect, any card effect, target a spell trap card, destroy it. Shadoll Beast. When it's flipped, you draw 2 cards, discard the Dark World Soul. So they can figure out how to work it. If it's sent to the graveyard, you basically just plus, no minus. 2 Shadoll Lizards, you send it to the graveyard. You send another to the graveyard, so more plus. If it's flipped face up, you destroy a monster on the field. Triple Hedgehog. Triple Hedgehog is basically your Stratos of the deck. If it's flipped, get a spell or trap. Any Shadoll spell or trap card to your hand, and if he's sent to the graveyard via card effect, he allows you to get any Shadoll monster from your deck to your hand. Shadoll Falcon is pretty much what recycles your hedgehogs from the grave. If it's flipped up, then you get a special summon face down, and if it's sent to the graveyard by a card effect, it just reborns itself and face down. So, yep, just make sure. 2 Mathematician, because it sends your stuff directly to the graveyard, making your plays go off. And when it's sent to the graveyard, you can draw a card, more pluses. Outstanding Dog Marin is for infinite material, and I'll explain that a little bit later. 2 Effect Veiler and 2 A&D Changer. I'll explain him a little bit later too. For spells, we play 1 Foolish Burial, 1 Dark Hole, 1 Allure, 1 Book, 1 Cursed Shadow Snare, which basically allows you to do a Super Poly effect and your opponent loses attack. 1 Soul Charge, 2 MST, and 2 Shadoll Fusion. This is why we have Outstanding Dog Marin, because if your opponent has a Fusion or Exceed monster, even with the new Pendulum monsters, they special summon it from the extra deck. Special summon a Pendulum summon monster from the extra deck. You can send a card from your deck to the graveyard as part of your fusion material, which is really busted, and that's why we have Outstanding Dog Marin and A&D Changer, because the A&D Changer is essentially a econ, and Outstanding Dog Marin just gives you infinite material. So for traps, we have Solemn Warning, Compulse, Bottomless, Torrential, Triple Facing Shadows, 2 Shadoll Roots, which if it's sent to the graveyard, you just recycle a Shadoll spell or trap from your grave to your hand. So, and 2 Phoenix Chain, because Phoenix Chain is pretty good. For side, this side is ever changing, so bear with me. Most of the spellbook stuff you probably see is non-existent, so I'm gonna skip most of that. 2 Chain Dispel, 2 DNA Transplant, triple Rainbow Karibo, because you can send this to the grave, and that's all this equip stuff and blocking attack. It's cool. And 2 Spellbook of Wisdom. This is pretty much the only consistent side. This is up to you. I don't know what you put in your side specifically, but I was just testing these spellbook stuff. And for our extra deck, we have Triple El Shadoll Nephilim, Triple El Shadoll Midrash, Synchro Star Eater, Arcanite Magician, Armades, and Vulcan. And for our Exceeds, we have 1 Evil Swarm X-Titan Knight, 1 Lavaval Chain, 1 Casto the Avian Sky Blaster, which just puts stuff face down, face up. Number 66 and 101, because he's 101. Duh. I hope you like this deck profile, and that's about it. This is LawfullWan out. Peace.